This is Anne-Marie Spaziano, the owner of Annie's Burger Shack and Free House, one of Nottingham City's most popular local and independent businesses. With a quirky and eccentric attitude to life, Anne-Marie displays her proud American heritage onto her business. A business that attracts people from all walks of life and a menu that is the talk of the town.
At the time, I was doing a cookie business. I used to work for the council, and I decided to sort of branch out and do something a bit self-employed. That would have been around 2008 and 2009, and it was a very, very difficult business to do. And at the time, I just wanted to pack it all in and came with a big box of cookies into my local, plunked it all down, gave all the cookies away, and said, right, that's it. I'm putting my hands up and not doing it anymore. And I had no idea what I was doing at that time, what was gonna happen. And I had there was a friend that was there and asked the landlord, who I also knew, just what's going on, what's happening, what's going on in the kitchen at the moment, and he said nothing. And I just decided in that same day, well, I'll do it. And that was it. And he said, yeah, fine, because literally at that point and around that time, there was really nobody doing what I did. There were definitely no independent burger places that had any authentic American. So there's not really a lot of authentic American here. But it wasn't. That's not how I chose it. I literally just looked around the place where I was at. And I saw the red brick, and then I just got nostalgic. I've been living here a long time, and I just really wanted a good burger. And I just thought in my mind, right at that moment, I'm like, this place needs burgers. Well, we are expanding already, because now, from that point, I started in 2009, and obviously right to the point when I started getting bigger and bigger, we needed to get a bigger boat. I went to Oxford for a bit. I came back here, went to a place called the Navigation, and and I still had a small kitchen, and by that time I had a few friends working and helping me out, and backing me up. And it got to the point that this little pub over on the canal had a line out the door, and I only had, because my menu is equally vegan, vegetarian, and meaty, I had a meaty grill over here and a veggie and vegan grill over there. And it took, you could only put so much on and do so much. So people were coming in waiting 3 hours for a burger, and I was like, and I'd even tell them, I'd say, look, it's going to take about 3 hours. I'd have a stack of lists, and people would just go, oh, okay, that's fine, and even then I'm going, what? No, you shouldn't be waiting that long. Go somewhere else. But they did, and people have been with me still today, from the Angel. I've had people, well, it just got to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm going to need a bigger boat, And one day we found this. I ended up finding my old butcher guy who was there. He was, we ended up meeting up, and he had a lot of business knowledge and whatnot. And he really, really helped me out. And then next thing I know, we found this, and this place was closed for a long time. When we walked in, there was a hole in the ceiling where a bathtub fell through and everything. And we did, obviously I don't have a lot, we're still not in the sense that we're very independent. Just because the place is big doesn't mean that, everybody thinks I'm rich now and stuff like that. I was like, no, I'm still living in my merchandise.
Annie's Burger Shack is one of the top 10 finalists in Nottingham's annual independent business competition, and we can see why. For most independent businesses to survive, their prices are often above high street market averages. And in order to keep their clients coming back, having a unique factor works, especially in the case of Annie's three-way burger menu. From Americans looking for authentic American food to the curious locals, and from vegans to vegetarians, Annie's works as a business because it suits to everybody's needs.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of American agriculture, films, television, all that. And the food is very much excessive, and I've got a big appetite, so I've always enjoyed American food and the big portion sizes. I'm a big fan of Annie's. I've been here many times with my girlfriend and my grandparents, to the extent that my granddad even has a list of the burgers we've had here. Very much so. I love the style. The music's here is fantastic, and the food's great as well for vegans, vegetarians, or even meat eaters.
I haven't slept in 8 years. You know, I'm amazed that my eyes are still there and stuff like that, but you know, it is a lot of hard work, and it's not what people think. A lot of people think that turnover equals profit, and literally we do not have any, there is no demographic of like just literally everybody comes through the door. I've had a billionaire sit next to a goth kid, you know, and it was the coolest looking thing I've ever seen. I mean, this kid had like black makeup, totally white, it was ready to go to a gig and stuff like that, and I knew the guy sitting next to him is a billionaire that lives around here who comes and eats all the time. You have no idea who's coming through the door, but I love that. I love that it just has, it doesn't matter, you know, it's just kind of like, yeah, you know, I've seen the weirdest sort of kind of, you know, what I love is that you can have families here as well as, you know, I've had people getting married here, I've had wedding receptions here, I've had so many, somebody actually proposed with an onion ring. I don't know if you'd want to have the proposal, but they did.
Independent businesses are really good because they have specialised menus to suit different people, so there's vegan options, vegetarian options. I really like that idea. Rather than somewhere just like Nando's that just does chicken, it gives a better variety for everyone. So I think that's a really good idea.
I think it's a good thing. My daughter used to work in an independent pub. They could have anything they wanted. They could order food locally. They can change the menu when they feel like it. They can change the beer when they feel like it. Whereas if it was something like Wetherspoons, they're limited to what they can have.
From documenting Annie's Burger Shack, we see that starting an independent business requires focus, determination, uniqueness, and afterwards consider expansion. Other independent businesses in Nottingham, such as Pyminster, Kitty Cafe, and Hopkinson's Vintage Antiques and Art Center, show that you can start local, grow bigger, and who knows, you can become the next independent business owner.